Hello my friends, I'm Eric and welcome back to my channel. Today we're continuing our journey through The Witcher 3 The Wild Hunt on Death March with all the DLC and so on. And I don't want to be that guy, but it feels like we're kind of getting closer. That of course depends on like how many new side quests this main quest opens up and how long this main quest is going to be. I don't think it's going to be that long though, like in the grand scheme of things. I've been going for so many hours in total now. Feels loud. Ah, whatever. I can fix that in post. Do you have anything interesting down here, my friend? It is so hot. I mean, it's not that hot. I mean, technically it's not that hot. But to me, it's that hot. This might be interesting. Biography of the vampire Regis from the Quill of Dandelion. One of the most extraordinary individuals I have encountered during my numerous adventures at Geralt's side was the vampire known as Regis. To be precise, he was known as Emil Regis Rohelek Terzieff Godefroy. By his own reckoning, he was 428 years old and was the descendant of unfortunate beings trapped in our world during the conjunction of spheres. You are surely thinking, dear reader, about catacans, alps, and other such monsters, and are pondering how it was that the Witcher, who it must be admitted is a slayer of monsters, came to keep such company. I must here explain that Regis was a higher vampire, a creature which physically does not differ all that much from a man. Higher vampires are also more powerful than their wild confreres, and their regenerative abilities significantly outpace those of anything else you have encountered or can even imagine. But it is not because of his outer appearances or inner strengths that Regis became our dear companion. True, he could be pretentious and rather pompous in his frequent length perorations, but one would be hard pressed to find in him the haughtiness usually present in higher beings. Regis valued human life dearly and refused to kill unless forced to do so. As he once confessed, higher vampires do not in fact need to drink blood at all to survive. They treat it as somewhat as we treat alcohol. A rough grasp of this dynamic might be given to you by the fact that, when we met him, Regis had been abstinent for years. He never revealed to us why he decided to join our search for Ciri. He had never met her before, nor did he live to see her. He died at Stig Castle during the battle against the mad mage Vilgefortz, who was responsible for the whole affair. He died for a cause which he surely did not fully understand, but he did it to defend those he held dear and simply because it was the right thing to do. I shall always remember him as a rural surgeon reeking of herbs. That is how he came to us during our first encounter at the Fen Karn necropolis, when he treated me and my companions to a fantastic brew he made from mandrake root. Wherever you are, my friend, bottoms up. That was a good book. Anyways, yeah. It's hot. It's not that hot, really. But, like, I'm Swedish. I don't deal with temperatures very well. None of us do. He lived so long he died of boredom. But as with everything, it's just a frame of... it depends on your frame of reference. To me, it's really, really hot here.
Think your friend's hand will make for a nice broth?
You've clearly honed your sense of humor. But we are not cannibals, Geralt. I took a fragment of tissue from their hand. It will suffice to prepare some resonance.
What did you do with the rest?
I cremated it, as our codex commands. A raven told me you'd acquired the necessary ingredient.
You could have waited. Could have waited with cremating it until we were sure we didn't need it anymore, but... sure.
Pretty helpful creatures. Calling them often?
I try not to overdo it. But they can be so useful. As they were now, when I merely needed to be sure I could arrive in time should things go sour.
Managed fine alone, but thanks for the thought. Gonna need much longer to finish brewing resonance? Mentioned a last ingredient, too. What about that?
That, I fear, might prove troublesome. You see, to use the concoction to summon the memories of one, the solution must contain the blood of another specimen of the same species.
And why is that a trouble?
Problem. I happen to know a higher vampire who should be willing to help. Right, Regis?
Yeah, exactly.
It's not that simple, I'm afraid. While you were away, I tried my damnedest to identify a replacement, but alas...
And why won't you work?
Not sure I understand what the problem is. Can't we just draw some of your blood?
The blood must be in an agitated state. As I'm certain you know, higher vampires can change their corporeal shell. As our flesh changes, so does our blood's chemical composition.
Agitated?
To make a long story short, I shall need to induce in myself a state of strong psychokinetic arousal. In brief, madness, rabidity. And that stands to be very, very dangerous.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to see that. Dangerous who for me?
Dangerous?
For both of us.
I mean, you'll still be you, right?
Well, he might not.
But I should be highly agitated, in a state of fury. You know better than I that fury cannot be controlled. If you've ever seen an enraged vampire, you know very well that all who find themselves nearby will be in grave danger.
Well, it's good that there's no one else around.
Rather not have you lunge at me, claws extended.
That makes two of us. But worry not. I've thought it through very thoroughly. Details to follow soon.
How about we chop off your hands and feet? They'll grow back.
So what do you want to do?
We shall visit Tesha Mudna, an ancient vampire estate. There we will find cages suspended.
I've been there.
I will enter one.
I recognize that name, Tesham Mutna.
There are beasts there. Beasts you will then kill. The bloodletting should prove profuse. Abundant enough so that the blood scent will drive me mad. Wild.
Tesham Mudna.
Okay.
What's it like?
It is a place of torment. A torture chamber. Long ago, shortly after we'd arrived in this world, one among us named Kagmar developed such a taste and lust for human blood that in one night he could imbibe an entire village. This brought trouble on the...
That's not good.
Common folk wearied quickly of living in constant fear. They began to hunt us, seek the aid of mages and witches in tracking us down.
So what? Not like they could ever hope to kill you.
But
Yeah, a few bad apples spoil the bunch.
the comparison, but when did you last enjoy mosquitoes buzzing around your head? In any case, the other vampires decided something had to be done. Kagmar had to be caught and punished. A torture chamber was thus outfitted in the dungeons of Tesha Mudna. Inside it, a cage made entirely of a special alloy of silver, dalvinite, and meteorite steel. Kagmar was captured and locked in the cage. Sat there over 2 centuries, driven to fury time after time, never able to escape. Thus I know the cage will withstand the fury to which we shall drive my humble being.
Okay, let's go.
See no reason to dawdle. Tesham Mudna. Take me there.
In a moment. Just one last thing.
What, my friend?
What was that?
Blood. Oh, the last favor the Raven did me. I've also taken some Sancurium, a solution that sharpens one's sense of smell. One drop of blood shall smell like a gallon to me now.
You crazy? You're a recovering addict.
Yes, but
You're outraged.
we need this.
Gerald. But you must remain calm. I have no choice. As things stand, the die is cast. High time we set off for Tesha Mudna. My head's spinning already, and you're...
You really had to do that now? You couldn't have waited just a little bit
You're starting to scare me.
until we got closer? Oh, was this the place where... I think so. Where there was like a walled up entrance that was obvious that like... it was supposed to be a cave there or something. In the middle, in the south.
We have arrived. The sacrificial chamber of torture and torment lies underground.
Sure you know what you're doing?
I can only hope I do. Please, let's go. The longer we delay, the less control
I hope so.
my faculties. I'd really prefer not to hurt you.
Same, bro.
Lead. Scurvers must be getting close to their feeding ground.
Correct.
Scurvers.
Danger. Beyond this wall lies...
An ancient vampire dungeon. Seen a lot of things in my time. Nothing quite like this, though.
It's very fortunate that this place was here.
A man with such a wealth of experience, yet I'm about to show him something new. Now, to open it.
How the hell?
It's...
Exactly. Down there. In the middle, in the south.
ancient form of protection against unwanted guests. The mechanism which releases the latch reacts only to a higher vampire's blood.
Tricky mechanisms, a vampire hideout, fortified, secured. Must have been important to your species once, Toussaint.
It shall always be so. During the conjunction, the gate from our world into this one opened upon this land and no other. This was the first place we saw.
Victim's been disemboweled, intestines ripped clear out. Scurvers have gnawed on this corpse, repeatedly.
Okay. Maybe can I? Yeah, I could. Good. Let's go exploring, Regis.
Human husbandry and care. This for real?
Yeah, I think so. Let's read this. This sounds interesting. The most important aspect of raising human livestock is to provide the herd with conditions that, on one hand, guarantee their survival, but, on the other hand, do not extend too far beyond the minimum needed for that survival. It should be borne in mind that people are creatures bestowed with great intelligence, or rather, cunning and instincts that allow them to gain as much as possible from their environment. In terms of husbandry, this means humans will always try to obtain more than we give them. It is recommended, therefore, to provide each individual with a place to sleep, a meal twice a day, and permanent access to water. These conditions, which might seem overly luxurious to some, ensure the optimal production of high-quality hemoglobin. More details on diet in later chapters. Also essential is access to air, without which humans die within minutes. There is no need to be concerned about the ability for human livestock to multiply in the conditions described above. If they are ensured a minimal existence and male and females are mixed, they will copulate irrespective of whether they are in captivity or not. It is worth mentioning here that there is a school of thought that suggests treating human livestock with greater freedom and care, including providing them with better quality fodder and a certain degree of freedom. This allegedly ensures a greater amount of favorable elements in the blood and makes it tastier. However, it is worth mentioning that this method of husbandry is much more difficult and requires emotional bonding techniques, which will be discussed in the following chapters.
The author observed humans, their behavior, over the many years he spent breeding them. Morally suspect though it may be, it's a thorough survey of the topic.
I am he who serves the tribe, exalted above men, I renounce human weakness, uplifted above men, I become keeper of my flock. Filled with strength, I turn my sword against the enemies of the tribe, I am master and slave, executor of the will of the tribe. I accept this sword and this armor so I may serve the tribe. Huh. Neat.
This place. There's evil here. Death hangs in the air.
Yes. Great many beings have breathed their last here.
Why is there a treasure there? I can barely get to it. Oh. How far down does this go?
Glyphs are carved into the rock. Coated with blood used to be. They mean something?
They're emblems, symbols of, well, what you would call tribes, dispersed throughout the world after the conjunction. My ancestors placed them here to remind us all where we came from.
Okay.
And this one? Which tribe's this?
Garisham. My tribe, and Deadlough's. We both remained in this part of the world.
What about this one?
What's symbol mean?
It's the symbol of the Dead. Those who went east, beyond the Blue Mountains.
Okay.
Seems your kind assembled a peculiar little library.
Indeed. Battery cage versus free-range humans, like with chickens. In recent decades, many of us have come to believe that a much more effective way of obtaining good quality human blood than hunting individuals is their systematic, controlled husbandry. Apart from the obvious advantages, such as being able to control what the flock eats and the ability to crossbreed specific individuals to obtain offspring with the best hemoglobin, another clear advantage to breeding human flocks is that domesticated humans held in confinement, as opposed to those in their natural habitats, i.e. villages and towns, become less aggressive and therefore less troublesome. When it comes to farming humans, there are various schools, of which two seem to have gained the widest acceptance in recent time, namely battery cage and free-range husbandry. This thesis describes in detail the advantages and disadvantages as well as the methods of carrying out each type of breeding. As an introduction, it is worth mentioning the basic differences between both types. Battery cage human husbandry, described very accurately and in detail in the book Human Husbandry, is the placing of several male and female individuals in a closed, restricted space, with permanent access to air, food and water. This form of breeding differs from free range in that the flock is not permitted to leave the breeding area and is held captive the entirety of their lives. Free range, on the other hand, involves leaving the flock in its natural habitat, or creating a habitat that simulates it closely, i.e. creating villages, more on which can be found in the chapter Human Villages, establishing and growing a herd, and then making the herd psychologically or physically dependent on its owner. The most effective method for making a human individual dependent is guaranteeing its safety and permanent access to high-quality feed. It is worth adding that a human that trusts its owner does not feel fear and does not defend itself when having its blood drunk, which limits the production of noradrenaline and cortisol, which have a negative impact on the taste of the blood. Furthermore, it may happen that a domesticated free-range human may feel a certain pleasure when its owner drinks its blood, most likely associated with sexual tension, which causes an intensification in the blood's flavor. Yeah, cortisol is stress hormone.
Indeed, though I personally did not lay a hand to it.
I didn't think you did. Why couldn't you just...
Whose is this glyph?
There we go.
Amarun. They ventured beyond the sea.
That's Garisham. Amarun. Death. What's with all these noises? Transcript of a conversation with a lower being. Conversation between Master Ezehiel Hildegard and a human being. Who are you? My name is Alex Viscount. Why is all your skin trembling? I'm scared, sir. You're scared? I don't understand. You don't know what fear is, sir? No, I have mastered your language, yet some concepts are beyond me. What is fear? It is a feeling that destroys every other feeling. It controls your head and your heart. What do you mean? I thought it was a kind of pain. I have carried out tests in my laboratory on people, and I discovered that a mother subject to appropriate stimuli is able to forget about her child and think only about how to avoid pain. So fear would be similar to pain? No. Pain rules the body, but fear is born in the heart. Oh yes, what you say is very interesting. I think I will have to examine your heart in the laboratory. What do you mean examine? I mean examine. Take it out and subject it to a proper examination. But, sir, that would kill me. Yes, your mortality is a great inconvenience, but it was not me who created your species, and I am there not responsible for its excessive frailty. Good lord. This is so wonderfully sanguine, I was gonna say, actually. I wasn't, but it's an appropriate word, because right now I'm in the middle of, like in Supernatural, which I'm reacting to. The villains there are basically doing this. This is their plan, at least, to knock humans off the top of the food chain and, yeah, basically raise herds of humans for food.
What are all those cages for? Mentioned one vampire being kept here.
Yes, well, you see, humanitarians is something my ancestors were not. They concluded Kagmar would best be punished if he were tormented with the scent of blood he could not taste. Thus, they also kept humans here. Humans whose blood they slowly let. Kagmar ranted and raged in pain as those humans
Good lord.
slowly bled to death.
They treated them like livestock, live bait.
Yes.
I'd like to be able to turn back time, deny it, but alas, I can do neither. Feel shame for my brethren. That is all I can do.
Don't take it so hard. Nothing you could have done about it. Let's get to work.
Well, that was awkward. Fine. I prepared the bait. Please be so kind and place it, ideally at the tunnel entrances. The scent will spread most effectively then.
Okay. Let's go.
Bait at the tunnel entrances. Monsters will catch its scent more quickly.
When I think how these tunnels got here, send shivers.
It was the natural order of things. The place reeked of death and it attracted necrophages.
Am I supposed to knock this away? Yeah. There we go. What's this?
3 done. 1 left.
Oh.
Think this'll work?
I certainly hope so. The meat stench is so thick, wagering carries clear to Novigrad.
Okay. Here we go, I guess.
Bait set. What now?
I shall enter the cage. You must chain me inside. The bars are made of an alloy that will prevent me from transforming into mist.
Kinda thought you wouldn't want to.
I shall be in great pain. My sole thought being to stop that pain. I cannot know what I will do.
He's getting intense.
We must hurry. The beasts have caught the scent and also my head. I started spinning.
How
That the blood?
are we gonna...
Someone who's never experienced a vampire's
how is he gonna come down from this after we're done?
meaning of thirst.
Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what did you do?
Oh.
I uttered it.
Don't know. Calm
Oh!
down. Somehow.
So Scurver means rot fiend. I thought it was like drowner. Okay. Ah, for goodness sakes.
Bait set. What now? Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what did you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm it down. Somehow.
Holy moly.
You won't be able to. We must forge through this, that is all.
Why are you two just standing over here? Ha! Was I too close? I must have been too close, right? I need to figure those things out.
Bait set. What now? Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what will you do once I utter...
I can't get back. I'm stuck.
Calm it down.
I was stuck inside the rot fiend that spawned. I'm in too much of a hurry, apparently.
Bait set. What now? Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what will you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
Please, God. You won't be able to. We must forge through this, that is all.
Okay, distance.
Jesus, not the blood.
It's another Scurver. Let's pop a Thunderbolt. I maybe shouldn't have done that, but whatever. That should be enough. It was. What is the a flare, a vampire? Nice, to get rid of him. I'll get back. Okay, good.
It grows. I shall overcome.
Good, because I can hear more coming.
Trying to focus so I don't screw up. Good lord, man. Oh no. Big boy. Oh, good lord. Oh, good lord. I'm panicking slightly. Okay, now I'm out. Oh, good lord. Nice. Can he explode and take out a bunch of them?
Hold on, I'll let you out.
Oh. Oh, good lord. Now Regis is upset. And now we're just gonna get some blood from him, and we'll be good to go. Do not open.
Need to hang on a little longer. Blood'll dry in a few hours. Scent won't bother you.
Oh, Geralt's gonna sit here with his buddy. Whew. That they did so much damage.
The concoction.
You can't finish it in this state. Tell me how. I'll help you. Any better?
Far from ideal. And some time must pass before I fully recover. But yes, a bit better, thank you.
Never expected it to be like that. You didn't tell me.
Well, what did you expect, dude?
But we do. Because if I'd known you were going to subject yourself to torture...
What would you have done?
Found Dettlaff some other way.
I did not wish you to use any other way. Did that occur to you?
No, because I thought no being would ever willingly subject itself to that kind of pain. You vampires aren't any different from us in that regard.
I told you, the pain is my way of paying my debt.
The enormous debt I owe Dettlaff.
If I had to do it again, I would in a heartbeat.
Impressive.
Resonance. It's ready.
Are you certain you followed the formula? The proportions were exact, the brewing time precise. This is important, Geralt. The slightest deviation could cost even a witcher dearly.
Relax. Got some experience brewing potions.
Very well. In that case, let's begin.
I wonder what this is gonna do. I also wonder where this story is gonna go. That's Dettlaff, right?
Excuse me. I shall only take a moment.
You jumped the queue, sir.
But Count, sir, you must understand. I've a meeting. The Count...
Sir, you were next. Please, take a seat. This gentleman was here first. Step down or you shall regret it.
Nice.
To realize he was your friend, Count.
Have you composed yourself? Yeah, you have. Good.
It was then I ordered him to give up his seat and step off the stand. If only you'd seen his face. We got him good, didn't we, Dettlaff? And then Mother insisted we buy the mill. Curious, eh?
Have we encountered this dude?
But at least I've a yarn to spin for friends and associates.
Forgive me.
What?
Wait, what? You back at the shoe shiners? Yeah, he's okay. So that was the first murder we ran across when we were here.
Awake at last. You ride like a squirrel caught in a snare. I'd begun to fear they were death throes, that you'd departed.
Sure wasn't pleasant, but it worked.
What did you see?
Delacroix.
Yeah, that's the name.
Death did
That's
not
the
come
name.
easy. Seems Dettlaff had made friends with him, still killed him, and chopped up his corpse. And he was overcome with fury, remorse.
Yeah, so the question is why he did it.
Committed the murder.
Interesting. And entirely unlike the Dettlaff I know. See anything else?
Like, what it makes me think is because he cut off the hand, it's like he... Let's see here. It's like he was forced to do this, and like he knew he had to, and he hated himself for having to do it, and he like cut off the hand as like penance or whatever. Like basically, I'm sorry, old friend, but I have to sacrifice you for some greater good reason.
Saw a moment. Delacroix did something selfless. Was kind to Dettlaff. Guess it...
Like it feels like it's a revenge quest of some kind.
Why the uncertainty?
Nothing extraordinary about it. Normal, everyday situation, really. Visions were supposed to issue from strong emotions.
Clearly, the situation provoked such emotions in Dettlaff. Keep in mind, he did later murder Delacroix.
Killing someone who's grown dear to us, it's bound to elicit strong emotion. Vampires are no different in that regard. Did you see anything else?
There was something. Showed up twice in the vision. A bootblack stand. Dettlaff first met Delacroix there. Went back after the murder, actually.
Peculiar.
Stand was somewhere in the port district. And the bootblack acted as if he knew Dettlaff.
That would be even odder. Perhaps we should have a chat with the lad. Though I would expect no breakthroughs.
It's our only lead. I'll go talk to him. Coming with?
I shall join you later if it's no trouble. I don't yet feel strong enough to venture out.
That's fair. Rest up. Be back as soon as I learn anything.
Okay. Regis is a good dude, man. Let's rest for a second. Refill. Okay, and now we're quickly gonna do the last question marks. And I have been told that I need to go here. I think this is the one. Paradiso. There's apparently a side quest that is easily missable that I needed to do. Or needed is a strong word, I guess, but it has been brought to my attention that there is something I might wish to see here. There. Yep, looks good. It's a pretty name for a quest where children toil, toys waste away. Because they're forced to sacrifice their innocence, they're forced to abandon their childhood. So they have no time for toys because they have to work. More plants. No Kikimores. I think this is the best way to deal with Kikimores.
Kikimore breeding ground. Gotta destroy it if they're to disappear for good.
Objective complete.
The Husty's got to
Our
waste
knight's
thin as a
errant?
rope.
You're right on the kiddos. Got the shivers.
The shit? He's just standing there taking a piss. Kind of rude.
Yes, scraggly, yes.
Kiki Morse. Yeah, more Kiki Morse. More. Nice. Okay, that's 2. There'll be more of them down here, of course. Nice. What now? I was allowed to jump. Yes. Oh, fortunate me, a skull. Okay. What's gonna show up? What in the world was that?
Kiki more breeding ground. Gotta destroy it if they're to disappear for good.
I kinda also want to just like... Maybe I'm not able to. No, I'm not able to. What? I like that. I can't clear these, right? It's not like caves like this. I know these entrances I can't, like I can't gray them out. But... yeah, exactly, I can clear these monster dens. That means... that we need to... ouch. We need to head back in and find out what we missed. Written oath. I, Aubin Rodier, my crest the Skylark, do hereby solemnly vow the foul beast which infest the caves in the Marquescent woods shall by my hand be smitten to the death. This task shall I complete or fall a corpse myself. This I swear on my honor. I shall not flee the field of battle, shall not use any trickery or foul play, and shall fight worthily and with my visor raised. I solidify my vow with this present document submitted in the presence of 7 witnesses. Aubin Rodier of the Skylark Crest. Okay. Did that... Like, how was that useful? You know? If you're fighting monsters, you should fight dirty. Now it's cleared. Hearing their legs thrum is annoying. Yes. Whatever. Doing well right now.
Vermentino this, Coronata that.
I work from dawn to dusk's last light. Then kill.
Just a nobleman chilling, painting, enjoying life while the all the servants work. It's gonna be another infestation, isn't it? Maybe not, because I don't see any. No, it might be.
Damn, something's seriously wrong here.
Yeah. Vargest. That means, right? What?
Leave me alone!
Oh, hooded woman. That's a... what's her face? Yeah. Might be a wraith then, because I was thinking Bruxa. My beloved Seraphine has a lover. I am not going to rend my garments, curse the gods, or swear vengeance. My Seraphine brims with so much life energy, it was inevitable some would spill over into other canals. It is now up to me to cut off those spillways, vanquish my rival, and hope the walls I erect will prove sufficient to satisfy her vitality and give us a life of mutual exuberance. I have already forgiven her. Now I need but meet her bow and remove him from our life. Yesterday I followed Seraphine. They hold their trysts at the olive grove. How romantic. When they met, birds flew over the grove, a whole flock, twittering and chirping, as if celebrating the lover's joy, and as if mocking me cruelly. How symbolic. I can see this romance drain my darling wife. Since she began seeing this, her lover... since she began seeing this, her lover, she has become anemic, eternally pale. She wanders the house at night aimlessly, blindly, She used to be so lively, so radiant, yet now she is listless, apathetic, resigned. I must gather my courage and end their relationship as soon as possible. I, Christophe Dugarry, despise violence. I shall resolve the matter of my wife's lover pragmatically. I have prepared a full sack of Nilfgaardian florins, one so heavy I can barely lift it. I shall wait for my Seraphine to return from the grove to our residence, and then I shall catch him, and make him an offer he cannot refuse. Saint Lebioda, give me strength. No, it was a Bruxa. Can you be less evasive, please? Made some good progress there. Good lord. This is not fair. I know I can use like bombs and shit to deal with her. Oh, Geralt, come on, man. I'm sick of your bullshit at this point. What? Yeah. There we go. Letter from a lover, my darling girl. Well, I cannot wait until we meet again. My nights are restless, my head full of thoughts of you and only you. If someone had told me but a few months prior such a virile and burning passion would bind me to another woman, I would have laughed in their face, but now my only desire is to be close to you. Christophe is beginning to suspect something, yet I have hope my reassurances will quell his worries. I would not like to hurt him if possible. He is a good man, warm-hearted and honest, but the fire which once burned between us has extinguished. I know you understand this, and am delighted I can be honest with you. Till we meet again, it cannot be too soon. Please, Ximena, take care. Yours lovingly, devotedly, undyingly, Seraphine. Okay, I see. What's happened there? Why is the light like this? Excuse me? What's happening? I think it went away. And I think this is the last question mark. Everything else is completed. You know? Yep. Yeah, it looks more normal. Yeah.
Witcher, come here, please.
Oh.
Wound doesn't look good. Patch that up quick if I were you, before it starts festering.
If I needed medical advice, I'd have called for a healer. And you look like none such, not even a quack.
And if you wanted a witcher to help you, you should have thought twice about being rude.
Forgive me. The pain's so blasted bad, it's darkened my mood. A foulness has made its lair in the grotto. I barely escaped with my life. I've been eyeing the cave for a storehouse quite some time. Would you look inside?
Of course I would, my dude.
Guess I could have a look. Not for free, though.
Yeah, I'll let him off easy.
A fair offer.
See what I can do. Wait here, and you need to clean that wound. Trust me.
The draft horse will talk without some carrot to move it.
This must be the last Vintner's contract then. Oh.
Wonder what happened.
Blood-smeared diary? Holy Lebioda must have given me a kindly wink today, or perhaps it was mere chance and circumstance. The important thing is I found a cave that will make a perfect wine cellar. Production's been going wonderfully in the last few seasons, and lack of storage space has become a pressing issue. I could have hired men to dig a cellar, but I'd hate to slow work on barreling the grapes, and at any rate no dugout cellar can match a limestone cavern. The one I found is perfect, spacious, and not at all overly damp, and I came across it thoroughly by accident while strolling among the rocks. My foot slipped into a crevasse, and when I tugged it free, a few stones fell down into it. I listened for a long while before I heard them hit the bottom. I then walked around the entire slope until I finally found an entrance. Tomorrow we will begin turning it into a storehouse and transferring the barrels. Later entry consisting of hurriedly scrawled entries. Monsters in cave, huge centipedes, men barely escape. We'll try to go again, recover what we can. Must block off all entrances. Hope no one else ever stumbles into that accursed cave. But someone did. Good lord. I have spent
Damn, you're ugly.
too much time sitting here working today. Can you stop it? Dude. Nice. Nice, got them all. But yeah, I've been spending too much time here. So my butt hurts. Is my point. I need to go do something else. But we'll finish up this video first. Was there really nothing over here? Nope, 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 nope. Do I care? I guess I should. If that is it. What am I doing here?
What's the situation?
Situation is good.
So, will you see what
I climbed up there for nothing. It was just some random junk.
A few giant centipedes.
And how am I to prevent them from crawling back in?
Don't know. I kill monsters, don't predict the future.
You needn't be cross, Witcher. You shall get a good price on all my goods. In gratitude. Come back in 2 days' time. You will see the fine storehouse I've made.
I'm off. See you later.
All right.
And now he's fine. There we go. That should be all the Vintner's contracts then. Because where the heck would there be any more? Let's go to the Basan farm, I guess, to fast travel to where we need to go. Oh, so empty in my quest log. I love it. That dodo. Wonder what happened here with the Bruxa. If it was genuine or if the Bruxa seduced Seraphine. Obviously the Bruxa did not take kindly to the dude showing up and asking her to leave Seraphine alone. Yeah, no. But I didn't see any more corpses. I just saw the man. So I don't know what happened to Seraphine. Girl, you must be cold. Jesus.
Bootlegs don't usually work nights. Need to come back during the day.
Alright, the whorehouse is here, right? Probably in here. Or somewhere around here. I hear someone enjoying themselves. Oh.
So how would you explain it? Whether it pours for a week or the sun bakes our pates, we've always mud up to our ankles here.
You can't blame me for Beauclair's fickle weather.
Fickle weather? I've seen you.
Kid.
You empty your chamber pot in front of our shop each morn, so folks will dirty their boots go to you to get them cleaned.
Such an enterprising little guy.
Inspired to welt your bum with my belt. Come here.
Leave him alone.
Just who the spit are you?
A witcher, and I'd advise you to go back where you came from.
I thought witches defend men from monsters, not cheats from justice.
Need to talk to the boy.
You can talk to him all you like, after we tan his hide. So stand down.
Not gonna happen.
Won't it?
Oh, for goodness sakes.
Well, then we'll thrash you as well, which is all the same to me.
Hey, that's uncalled for.
Vagrant, teach you to circle him! No, no, stop looking!
It's so hard to fight multiple people in hand to hand. It really is.
Lads, charge! Take him for a ride!
Come on then.
Kill the Grey Dongler! The lost half-breed!
I think you need to change your ways, kid, because this is just gonna happen again.
What's the meaning of this? The brawl? Who started it?
They did, for sure.
Investigating the beast on the Duchess's orders.
Ah, yes. We've heard of you. And these men, what are they doing?
I mean, they have a point, because I'm sure that the kid is doing it.
A little misunderstanding. Figured it out, though.
Uh-huh, I see. As the Duchess's protege, you may go. But this lot, that's another matter. You'll come with us. Some time in a cell ought to scare the dimwits out of you.
I mean...
Come on.
This is kind of unfair. Because I'm sure that they have a...
You're very good.
They were gonna give him a thorough spanking, and I think he kind of deserved it, this kid.
Duo.
Not that I'm in favor of like physical punishment for kids, but I mean, this kid is obviously doing what he's doing. Like, he can't keep this doing. He needs to learn a lesson, and in the context of the Witcher world, it would have been very appropriate.
Yeah? How you imagine that working?
Splendidly. That's how. I suggest a partnership, where I see to the boots while you stand guard.
He's such an entrepreneur.
Come morn, you take the chamber pot out and help me make mud.
Bit about the mud's true. They were right to want to box your ears.
Exactly.
Got to make a living somehow.
Yeah.
So, what say you, sir? Partners?
Let me think about it. Listen, I'm interested in a certain gentleman.
Oh, wait! Before we get to talking, please, take a seat.
But my boots are clean.
In this city, no boots are clean unless they just come off my stand. A seat, sir, please.
Might as well. Mina.
So then, who was it you wanted to ask about?
One of your patrons. Tall, elegant black frock. Not from around here.
An arrival? Indeed. I hear a faint bell ringing. A modest sum might make it sing out loud and clear.
How much?
Let's say 500 crowns.
What?
That's a
Gotta
lot.
be kidding me. What would you even do with that kind of coin?
Expand my venture. I'm sure you can imagine. Have a proper stand with a big sign. I want a new box too. New polishes, new brushes.
I have to admit, I like this kid.
Coin left, I'll buy a share in a launderer's. Get wastewater for free.
Got it all planned out.
I should think so. Capital is all I require.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't mind. I don't want to convince him to. I don't want to scam him. Actually, no. Here you go, kid.
See? I knew we'd clinch it.
Guess I can agree to that.
1,000 thanks. I shan't forget it. Now to the matter at hand.
I mean, I have 35,000. I have nothing really to spend it on anymore. I mean, I have stuff I could spend it on.
Gets his boots cleaned every few days. He's very good to me. Always pays me a premium.
Know where I might find him?
No, but you could wait here. Perhaps he'll stop by.
Don't have the time for that. Sure you don't know where to find him? Or maybe notice which direction he came from?
Maybe some.
Boots, sir, I do not look up to see where folk come from. I clean.
It seems you're having a rough go of it.
Oh, you're here. Feeling better?
I am, thank you. The local necropolis. The air does wonders for me. Now, If I might intercede, I dare say I've the right question to ask. Young man, you see this vial? One drop added to your boot polish will help you wipe even the most encrusted boot clean as the dome of St. Lebioda's Cathedral. With it, you will serve 3 times as many patrons at a fraction of the effort, and piles more coin. I'm prepared to give you this vial if you tell me where the man we seek lives.
But you won't hurt him, will you? The gentleman's out.
I hope I won't hurt him, yeah.
Point of fact, he's a friend. Yet we had a falling out of sorts and would like to straighten matters out.
I leave his boots at the door of a house near the port. The door is red, but I do not know if the gentleman lives there.
Worth checking. Might happen on a lead.
Would you let me scrape the dirt off your kickers before you go? With all due respect, sirs, your boots could stand a cleaning.
Thank you. Perhaps later.
Truly enterprising little rascal.
Handled that kid pretty well.
Finding the right approach. That's the trick to dealing with children.
Yeah, saw that. Meaning, the right thing to bribe them with.
Ollie, Ollie! Accent free!
Red door. One the bootblack mentioned.
Okay. A toy shop? With ravens outside. Are they the ones that have Regis sent them? Or are they keeping an eye out for... are they working for Dettlaff?
Gotta break it down.
You might just as well stand out in the street, pound on a drum and holler, "Dettlaff, I'm coming for you." A bit more finesse, I implore you.
Let's hear your idea.
I'm not good with that.
Give me a moment.
Nice. Ever consider becoming a burglar? Skill like that'd come in awful handy.
I considered it briefly, but ultimately concluded it would be terribly dull.
Yeah, too easy. Is someone in a rocking chair, or...?
He here? Sense him.
No, he's not here, but he was here recently. His scent is still strong.
The visuals are...
Let's look.
Yeah, oh, it's the hobby horse, or whatever the heck it's called.
Old toy. No use to anyone. Shame. Must have brought someone joy sometime.
I find these puppets rather disturbing.
Eviction Noticed due to the non-payment of rent for the premises used for shopkeeping purposes. The Administrative Court of Beauclair orders the tenant, Alric de Samp, to vacate the premises within 7 days. Not complying with this eviction notice shall cause a custodial sentence to be imposed on the debtor. The length of the sentence shall be determined by the debtor's court. Okay.
Somebody fixed this recently.
Letter to the shopkeeper. Dear Master Shopkeeper. It's just from a kid. There's nothing really here. Blah, 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 blah. I'll never have a toy. I will look after it. I know I'm little, but I also know the toys are not really alive. They only live in our imagination. But so what? I would love it very much. I hope the little kid got a toy.
No dust mark. Somebody moved this here recently. Nice little trinket.
I find these puppets rather disturbing.
Attic, let's go. So this is his nest. Need to look around. Tools were used recently. Detloff unwind by fixing toys between murders.
Really now, Geralt, must you?
Nice tune.
Indeed. I'm not certain why, but it reminds me of home. Our true home from before the conjunction of spheres.
Damn it.
Look, slips of paper, name on each.
That was the wrong one, apparently.
Count Crespi, Count Dulac, Milton de Peyrac-Peyrin, Count Delacroix.
Detloff's victims, one and all. But that's not his hand.
All of it written using the same ink. See the color? Ink was dyed with cinnabarite. Rare mineral, pretty much found only in...
Cinnabar? In this air.
Anyone could have imported such ink.
Fair enough. Still worth remembering.
Look, this slip is stained.
With wine. Not much to go on either, especially not in Beauclair.
Perhaps. Yet perhaps also worth remembering.
Indeed.
Still
More clues.
got nothing, basically. Need to look around some more.
Good.
Let's get to
Thank
work.
you. Thank you.
Woman's likeness. Bit smudged. Is his lover?
I don't rightly know.
Reminds me of someone.
Who?
Not sure. Can't help feeling I've seen that face before, though. Detloff van der Eretain, you do not know us, but we know you to be a vampire. We know also of your weakness for the wench they call Renawed. Now you know this. We shall chain her down and let rats feed on her. We shall flay the skin from her flesh. Yet you can save her. You need but travel to Beauclair, where you shall slay 5 men in the manner we prescribe. You must complete the killing in 3 days. Fail, and the next letter you receive will contain a memento of your failure. Your beloved's finger.
There you have it. Proof positive Detloff killed not of his own accord.
A blackmailer sunk his claws into him.
He's still killed, though.
Any idea what it could be? Detloff have any enemies?
Indeed. Detloff gains foes occasionally, but they never live long.
One might have managed to evade him.
Possible in theory, but I know of none. It would have to be someone devilishly dangerous.
As you well know.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be someone who had pissed off one of these higher vampires. They seem really dangerous, considering they're basically immortal.
The sole human woman with whom he was very close. Because she accepted him.
One time?
With her aid and care, he found a place for himself in this hostile world. She began the work that I strive to continue.
Was it long ago?
Ever meet her?
Never had the pleasure, alas. She deserted him a time before he came around to save me, though he always claimed she'd gone missing.
Why do you think that? Any signs or clues to that effect?
None to be found. Apparently she disappeared one day. Her belongings disappeared with her. Not a scenario one associates with kidnapping.
In my humble opinion, she left on her own. Scared off, perhaps, by a bout of Detloff's rage that revealed his other, more monstrous side.
Okay.
Detloff have trouble letting go, accepting that she'd left him.
Is that so hard to
Clearly, considering what he's doing now.
Humans who've struggled with just such a thing.
And Detloff is so much more emotional than most humans.
That's not good.
She his beloved, his lover, his mate. She was a member of his pack.
Someone that powerful?
Never leaves one's pack.
If they are ruled by their emotions?
Detloff ever try to find her? I mean, if she was that important. Higher vampires have their ways, all kinds. Should have been easy as pie for him.
Geralt, as you rightly noted, we are vampires. not miracle workers. He searched for months on end before giving up. Clearly Renowed knew him all too well. Enough to cover her tracks, leave no way for him to find her.
Even if Renowed did abandon him that time, looks like someone's actually kidnapped her this time.
Hard to argue with that. And hard to foresee what he's prepared to do to free her, get her back.
He's prepared to kill, that's clear.
As would you be for Yennefer. He kills for he cares for her deeply. And that blood, those individuals, they mean nothing to him.
No, the Count meant something. He
I get
was
it
upset with himself for doing it.
Exactly.
Blackmailer. Kinda curious who it could be.
Why is that?
Regis. Somebody kidnapped a vampire's lover. Bold to begin with. Now they're forcing the vampire to kill.
And it also said we. It's like sounded like some sort of a secret society or something, like some
astute
organization.
Now that I think of it, I'm beginning to wonder if
it's not one of your kind. Another vampire.
Precisely. The plot thickens.
Just a hypothesis.
Indeed.
Wouldn't set my heart on it till we know more.
Right you are.
Let's sum up what we know. Seems Detlef's being blackmailed. Someone's been feeding him his victims' names.
All noted down using one and the same Nazari ink, and not in his handwriting.
Yeah,
much.
Covered in wine.
To ascertain Detlef's innocence, clearly.
He could be delusional.
How I'd put it. Doubt it's how the Duchess will see it either.
I trust you to convince her. And then...
What? Go on, don't be shy. See, you've got it all figured out, including the grin I gotta wear.
It's a rather bold plan, but... Were we to find Renowed, we would strip the blackmailers of their hold on Detlef.
That's one idea.
True.
Could be worth a shot. But what about Detlef? He gonna go on killing while I'm out searching for his lover?
Yeah, of course he will.
I shall convince him to stay his hand. Assure him you're a friend seeking to help.
No, I mean, he has a time limit. He's not gonna care.
Later.
Think he'll listen?
He will.
Ought to wait with you, maybe.
No, he'll sense you from a mile off. Simply fail to appear. I'd better stay alone. You must trust me on this.
Fine. Need to report to the Duchess first.
So be it. We'll await you here. Detlef and I both.
Okay. Is there anything really I want to level up? Like, is there anything I care about? There's this one. Let's grab that, I guess. Guess we can do that. We get another slot in here. Although I don't know what I should put in it. I guess. Excellent. Now we're gonna go home real quick to the vineyard and check on the poor woman. See how she's doing.
Eat something. Nourish yourself. You need...
Oh, there she is. Hey, Marlene.
I don't know how I will ever repay you, Witcher.
Don't expect to be paid. Hope you're feeling better, that's all.
Oh, yes, I feel my strength returning thanks chiefly to Barnabas Basil's care.
Horrible ordeal you endured. Glad I cut it short.
Yes, years of suffering. You know what was worse than the hunger? Watching my loved ones, my children grow old and die. All my family's long gone now. The last of my kin perished decades past. I fear I've nowhere to go.
Well, I was gonna say run this place, but like go to town, start a new life. Like she's really old, and start a new life with what money? You know? Like no, stay here.
This is a big house, big estate. You can stay here.
Truly? I could never infringe so on your hospitality. Yet...
Yeah.
After all I've suffered, the years of starvation, I've but one dream. At last to prepare food that fortifies, nourishes, to delight in the tastes and smells of spices, to sit at one
Barnabas Basil runs this place pretty well, but like Geralt is the master of the place, but he's not really here.
Help Barnabas Basil in the kitchen, eating his meals. You know he's not a culinary virtuoso.
Nothing could make me happier. Thank you.
No, thank you. House could use a woman's touch.
Exactly.
One other thing I'd like to tell you. Many years ago, my father assembled valuables for my dowry. I never wed, so they remained unclaimed. These baubles are no use to me now, but to you, well, perhaps let them be a token of my gratitude. If you wish to find them, you must go to my old home, to Trastamara. The dowry lies hidden in a barrel in the cellar.
Okay.
There are several barrels. You must give each a knock until you find the right one.
Do just that. Thanks. I'd never expect someone with your past to feel drawn to the kitchen.
Do you fear I will cook in your home as I brewed as a white?
Counting on you having slightly better taste as a human.
Of that, you can be sure. I loved cooking, even as a child. My gran was a true master in the kitchen. Her spit-roasted oaks was famed throughout the land.
Thought you were a lady, owned an estate.
Exactly.
To say a woman of my rank should have had a cook. You're right, of course. And I had the best of cooks. But I devised the dishes myself. They only prepared them.
You sure you don't feel lonely out here?
I cannot say yet. Too little time has passed since you freed me of my thrall.
Also, there's lots of people here, people who work here.
At least, I do not feel
I don't think she's
to others.
Visited others' homes as a white.
Superior, you know.
Ever at night, when all were asleep.
Feeling superior and won't want to talk to the help.
Remember,
you know.
can always change your mind. Decide you've lived here long enough, just say the word.
I'd never wish to seem ungrateful.
And I'd never want you to stay against your will.
Okay, good.
See you later.
We've set,
Take care, Witcher.
we've set good ground rules.
You always have warm food awaiting your return.
Let's go find her dowry then, I guess.
Scrub off them. You'll soon need
Every single lady keeps a devil somewhere.
That loading screen tip. Yeah, Yes, when the white frost comes, do not eat the yellow snow. It's good advice. There shouldn't be any monsters here now, right? Or no. Kikimores or
Might want to look around some. This one's full too. Nothing interesting here. Full.
Nope.
Nothing interesting here. This one's full too. Full.
Running out of barrels.
Nothing interesting here. This one's full too. Strange. That's awful pretty. It'll look great in the house.
I was not paying attention to where I was going. Okay. I am curious as to... I'm going here first because I want to sell off, like I want to lighten my load a bit. But I am curious as to, like, the bar guests. They haven't even been mentioned. Like, why are they around?
I vow upon the heron that I shall
Don't tip of the hat to the Tourney's victor.
A smashing place. Do you like it here?
Wine by the barrel.
The best steel.
Oh, show me what you have.
Okay. Crafting. No, not crafting. Repair. I kind of want to keep that stuff. The Tesham Mutna set. I want to see what it looks like and stuff. Although I don't think I really care about the sword. I should have like a masks of it somewhere as well, right? Trophy. Cold stick of joy, it just sounds wrong. Yeah, there it is. Teshamutna mask. Excellent.
Farewell.
No, see you later.
Good folk, have you seen these prices? I must have drunk a
You shan't find anything better in... Welcome!
Show me what you got.
Here we go. I was gonna say, I wonder why I still have so much weight on me, but it's because I have this friggin' set. Good, good, good. We have been cleaned out. Time to get back to work.
The north.
The Butcher of Bluffing.
Nice tune.
Keep calm. Start no brawl.
What is it?
Scared.
Okay.
Drink! Give me a drink!
I'm to have a little sip.
Appearances deceive, Witcher. Beware.
Oh, they're outdoors.
Geralt of Rivia, Master Witcher.
I was not mistaken. You arrived and trouble followed.
This
soon
guy.
after.
Step aside. Got a matter for the Duchess.
At last, Witcher. We've been on tenterhooks. Did you catch Milton's killer?
Case is more serious than we thought. The beast? I couldn't kill it. Didn't manage.
We sent you after a monster, and you returned with nothing?
She looks a bit like
very
like I thought so. Like the hair is different, but she looks a bit like the painting in the beast's place.
Ha. Is this a problem? Is it too
little.
much for a witcher? A monster slayer? But everyone knows how to end a vampire. Draw him by trick into sunlight. Or arm yourself with ample garlic and drive a stake through its heart.
That's not gonna work on these.
Against vampires. Sun and stakes don't hurt him either. Those methods, pure invention. Only work in legends and fables.
And buckthorn? When I was a child, Grandmama Ademarta always claimed buckthorn drives off vampires.
Silver sword's your best option for keeping them at bay. But it won't get the job done, because only a higher vampire can truly kill another of its kind.
Excuses. Ha! Your Grace, I shall assemble a
Excuse.
review. Bring the matter to its end at once. The Witcher need but tell us where to find this monster.
Stay out of this.
Whoa, this is work for a witcher, not for your guardsmen.
Yet when a witcher fails, my guardsmen must step in. I'll take my best. 40 hardened veterans. No vampire can stand up to that.
But they can.
50, 100, doesn't matter. Won't make any difference against him.
You have not seen my guardsmen in action.
Oh, come
Can
on.
they fight fog? Hit a target that moves faster than the wind?
How? What creature can do such things?
Higher vampires. That's what I've been saying.
Like this one. Higher vampires, we call them. Each one's a little different. Unique or exceptional, you might say. Some transform into giant bats. Others communicate with animals, command them.
Yet all are still brainless beasts.
Dead wrong. Thinking of lesser vampires. Alps, Ekamaras, Catacans, for instance. They're ruled by instinct, sure. Attack anything that smells of blood. Higher vampires? They think. They employ reason.
Yeah.
Monsters driven by reason. A curious contention. What, then, do you intend to do?
It's way beyond being some monster. This is a powerful being that's walked the world for centuries.
Tja, impossible. If so great is their power, why have they not killed or enslaved us all?
Because they don't want to.
We meddle in our matters. Mostly stay out of our way because they don't care about humans one way or the other.
And they do not fear we shall wipe them out one day.
No, you can't.
They'd probably be pretty amused if you asked them that. They're well aware of their strength.
Then what can we do? Do you have a plan?
Yes, conversation.
Talk to him. That's our best bet.
I cannot believe this. Her Grace summons a witcher to kill a monster. Instead, he wishes to chat with it. Ha.
Yes, but as we've said, I can't kill it.
He's being blackmailed.
Only another vampire can kill it.
Blackmailed? Be so kind as to explain how a vampire might be blackmailed.
Higher vampires? They're like us, motivated by emotions, not instinct. Not only are they intelligent to an extreme, they're emotionally rich, capable of feeling many things, even love. This one fell in love with a woman, a human, and he'll do anything to keep her from harm.
You do not, I trust, suggest we let Milton's killer go free. Or wait until it murders again. We must render it harmless as quickly as possible.
There's been 3 murders so far, right? Or am I shrooming? Milton was the latest one. The 3rd one. And there was 4 notes in the hideout.
To prevent further attacks. Vampires only
So we know who's next.
Blackmailers at fault chiefly. Kidnap the woman to control the vampire.
And what do you propose to do?
Find the woman.
I'll find the blackmailer, free the vampire's lover.
You were to destroy him, not help him.
No one else should die. That's most important. Soon as the woman's safe, he'll have no more reason to kill.
I admit to being swayed, Witcher. You may be right.
Nice.
Do you know anything about the blackmailer?
Got one lead. A few scraps of paper. Blackmailer wrote the names of the vampire's victims on them. One of them stained. A drop of wine, looks like.
So we need a wine expert to tell us where the wine has come from.
No idea how wrong you are, my dear. Send for the ducal sommelier.
Yes, get the sommelier. He'll be instantly able to say like, yes, it's from this vineyard, this vintage.
A drop of wine, or stains therefrom. They are stains from a drop of Estest, Ervelus, Fiorano.
Your Grace wished to see me?
Witcher, show him the paper scrap. Benoit, can you determine which wine made this stain?
But of course.
Yes, yes. The west bank of the Sarre too. That's rather obvious. Aged in barrels of Beauclair oak. Hue, deep burgundy. Clarity.
Amazing.
It's simple. Saint-Réal. The 1269 vintage.
Yes, the true blood.
That's impossible. The wine is produced at Castel Ravello, especially and exclusively for the ducal table.
Oh, so the blackmailer is someone at court?
Sonreal was stolen. We must go to the vineyard, see if there's not been an incident.
Sonreal. Never heard of it.
It's highly unlikely you've ever had a chance to partake of it. As I said, it is only ever served to the ducal family.
Didn't stop it from ending up on that scrap of paper. Unless your Grace's sommelier is mistaken.
How dare you?
Matters of wine, Benoit is never mistaken. If he says it's Sonreal, it is Sonreal. We must ride to Castel Ravello at once. Discover what has happened.
Yeah, what do you...
Wait. Your Grace wants to go with me? Out of the question.
I hope you do not suppose we will sit on our ducal hiney and do nothing while our duchy is in grave danger.
I like how hands-on she is.
What you propose is far too dangerous. The Witcher should go alone.
Do not send him with me.
Pleases me to see you gentlemen finally agree on something. But I've made my decision. We shall go, accompanied by the best possible escorts. You, Captain, and Geralt. We will travel incognito. We've no wish to give the court any reason to gossip. For the duration of this mission, I release you from your obligation to adhere to court protocol. In short, from now on, I am Anna Henrietta, not your Grace.
Yes, Your Grace. Witcher, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, ready to go.
I was born ready.
Give me a moment. I must don something more appropriate and concealing.
Yeah, get rid of the crown while you're at it.
This vampire, have you ever faced its sort before?
I have.
How did it end? Did you kill it?
Didn't have to fight him. Hadn't killed anyone.
Have you ever heard of anyone defeating such a vampire?
Know of a man who defeated one, sure, but he didn't manage to kill it. Ultimately, only another vampire can kill a vampire.
That's troublesome. I do hope we can get out of this with...
Hunters have attacked the wagon! We must help!
Stay back, Your Grace! We shall see to this!
Back, you beast! Begone!
Ow.
Help! Save us!
Alright, now I remember what I was supposed to do.
Back, you beast! Begone!
They are big! Big kitties.
Help! Save us! Back, you beast! Begone!
My god, I'm dead. Almost.
Help! Save us! Back, you beast! Begone!
Done. Time to move on.
If not for you, we'd have been done for.
They were fortunate
Thank you.
we happened by.
You saved our lives.
Hooray!
Hooray! Hey, Anna.
Tell me more about
Jill.
this vineyard. Castel Ravello.
It's the best in Oltusan. An old master of the winemaking trade runs it. Fabricio.
He trustworthy?
He's held his post for years. There's never been a problem. Till now. I wish to know your thoughts, Geralt. The Sonreal stain, how did it wind up on the paper? Is someone from the vineyard blackmailing the vampire?
Could be a servant. Could be the steward. Could be the wine was just stolen from the estate.
No, I don't. I think it's someone in the court.
It's not far now.
Come on, Roach.
Best cure for the beast. A witcher.
Captain de la Tour, we did not expect any visitors from the palace. How are affairs at court?
Doubtless you've heard of the Beast of Beauclair. Well, we've our hands full. Especially since the rogue last attacked in the palace gardens.
I trust Her Illustrious Highness was not harmed?
Kind of you to ask, Master Fabricio. I am well.
Your Grace? We were not warned. I shall order the salon prepared at once.
That won't be necessary. As you can see, we are not here on an official visit.
I really like her. I really do.
Might I ask then what has brought you to Castel Ravello?
This is an inspection. We've got questions. You'll answer them.
Oh,
That was a little aggressive.
Speak to me this way?
This is Geralt of Rivia, a witcher. He has come to Toussaint on my personal invitation.
Which is to say...
Which is to say, I expect you to treat him with the utmost respect.
Of course, Your Grace.
Did you hear that, Witcher? Fabricio will be delighted to answer your every question.
Want to talk about San Real?
I am at your service.
The San Real. How many vineyard workers have access to it?
One might say only I do.
That's not a good answer for you.
Make the wine all alone. At least a dozen others work here.
I see you've little notion how wine is made. Grapes travel a long road before they become Sonreal. The workers assist me only to the stage of fermentation. I see to the maceration personally and let no one near the fat. Workers, again, assist me during barreling, but then I seal the aging barrels myself, each and every one.
It's not good, dude. You need to teach someone else how to do this.
In the cellar.
Because what if something happens to you?
Once this process is complete, it becomes Sonreal. And as it happens, only I have the key to the cellar in question.
Who hauls the barrels to the palace?
We've our own garrison. Guards who have served here for years and would answer with their heads for the wine.
We'll not get anywhere asking questions, I see.
Dude teleported
It's a
in.
waste of time.
Your Grace?
No, I had one more question.
Master Fabricio, we have proof someone's gained access to Sonreal. Someone who should not have. Which means one of two things. Either you lie to our face, or you are an idiot who has had wine stolen from under his nose and not even realized it.
No, that's not the case.
You shall answer for it.
But...
Silence! And listen. I shall inspect the barrels in person, thus giving you...
He goes hard.
When I return, I expect to hear answers. Remind me, where is the Sonreal stored?
In the main cellar, around the corner. I'll show you.
I shall find it. Give me the key to the cellar and wait here.
Oh, of course, Your Grace. Here it is.
Come, Witcher.
I don't know, I didn't appreciate that, Anna.
What if Fabricio's blackmailing the vampire? Considered that?
He has his flaws, but I would never suspect him of such a thing. He's been very loyal. He owes all he has to me. His father frittered away the family fortune. He left his son an encyclopedic knowledge of wine. That is all. Fabricio lived as a beggar until I appointed him steward of Castel Ravello. Only then did he come into his own.
Yeah. We'll see when we're down here investigating, but I doubt that it's someone here.
So where do we start?
Let us see if all the barrels are present. Here's the inventory ledger.
Vintner's log. Fermentation completed with no complications. Tapped above sediment line. Here it is. Barreling. Everything lines up at first glance. Neatly and thoroughly documented.
Then we must follow our other lead. Benoit said the stain came from the 1269 vintage. Let's find it.
Hervelous. I like it. Quite dry.
An excellent wine. You've good taste.
And it's the last one.
Think everyone and their mother's heard of this wine.
Among the best in the world. Castel Ravello is famous for
Oh,
it.
that's not
over here.
the wrong one. Fiorano.
Fiorano. Dandelion's favorite. Adores it.
Ah, yes. That sophisticated palate of his.
There was none of these. Oh, upstairs. 1270, that's not the right one.
1270 vintage.
That's the wrong year. Keep looking.
Oh. For God's sakes.
Now, barrels are dated 1268.
Okay, I guess we fell down.
But not quite the right year.
Did I not see one over here? No, I guess I didn't. This was the 1260. No? Okay, I guess this was one.
Here. 1269. What now?
Let's see if any barrels are empty.
Wanna open them?
For now, a knock will suffice. If you hear a hollow thud, we will have found what we seek.
Full. Full. This one's full too. Full.
So last one, I guess.
This one's full too. Looks
excuse
like
me?
all the barrels are full. Dead end, I'm afraid.
Full they are. The question is, are they full of Sonreal?
That's a good
Grab a
point.
tap and a hammer. We shall open them one by one and taste.
Barrel taps.
Now where is the gosh darn hammer? There it is.
Got the taps.
Then get to work. Let's broach those barrels.
Ready.
Step aside.
So?
Those hints of spice. Distinctive. This is Sonreal.
You have more to try. There we go. That's all of them. What's the second one?
Revolting, bitter plonk.
Could have gone sour while aging.
Impossible. This is not wine. This is contaminated refuse that should never have made it into a barrel. The fact that it did was no accident, I'm sure.
Master Fabricio. Let's see what he has to say about it.
Yeah, it does not look good for this man.
Master Fabrizio, I am very...
Because he was very clear about that fact that only he had the key.
You are a step away from losing your head. Speak the truth and you might yet keep it.
Geralt looking menacing.
I admit it. I sold a barrel of Sorial. I beg you to forgive me.
Why did you do it?
I couldn't resist. The sum they offered, it was enormous. I gave in.
Is what I provide not enough?
I wished to buy back my family's estate. For here, nothing is truly mine. I've a roof over my head, ample food to eat, but what is a nobleman without land of his own?
Good point.
I shall tell you everything, if you agree to show me mercy.
Who'd you sell the wine to?
A few weeks past at the pheasantry, a rich nobleman approached me. He called himself a diplomat, well connected at court.
Okay.
He suggested we embark on an enterprise. Some of his clients had offered dizzying sums for even a drop of Sorial. He was to serve as intermediary.
This man's name?
He never revealed it. He was tall, black-haired, and spoke with a foreign lilt. He claimed to hail from Sintra.
Okay.
I've no Sintrian aristocrat at court.
Oh, itchy eye. I don't need to accuse him.
How'd you hand it over?
We met under the cover of darkness in the ruins of Fort Astre. A dozen or so men came to collect. Armed men. The kind that stink of trouble. I had hauled the barrel there. They transferred it to their cart, and we went our separate ways.
That's it? That the last you ever saw of them?
That is to say, a few days passed.
Oh, perfect.
He said they wished to buy another barrel and, well, I've prepared it. Have it ready to deliver.
Perfect.
That's enough. Know all we need to know.
Your Grace, I beg your forgiveness.
Get out of my sight. Captain, have your men take Master Fabrizio to the dungeon. He must answer for his crime. High treason the charge. What now, Witcher?
We set a trap. Need to catch the wine thieves. Sintrian noble could be our blackmailer. Next, transport. I'll take it to Fort Astra. Damien and his soldiers will cover me.
For once, I agree with you. We will do as you say. Let me know when you are ready.
Yeah, we can start, but I need to save and
reason to wait.
Finish.
Let's get going.
We will set out now. Position ourselves before you arrive. You take the cart and meet us there.
What about Anna Henrietta?
When the handoff begins, watch for my signal.
We're just gonna split from her here and let her go back by herself?
Relax. Now we wait.
Indeed. And I want to save, but I can't because I'm locked in a cutscene. What? What's with all these people?
Ah, our favorite vintner.
It's not him.
Well done, Damien. Ah, 2. Samili. Ow. Okay. Where do I get to continue from? Okay. Well then, let's see if we can skip that. If I load now... screw it. I'll finish. I'll do this fight. Oh, that was unfair. There's like one guy left, right? Yeah.
Is it just me, or did we agree you'd wait for my signal?
That was the plan, but...
Great shot. Good thing you reacted. Can't say
Yeah,
that would have
exactly. I
otherwise.
was gonna say, that was like in the nick of time.
It was a good fight. We managed to capture one of the scoundrels.
The one with the name?
Let's ask him a few questions. Come on.
Because everyone was bandits except one.
I was wrong about you.
Hey, thanks, dude.
Well, had no reason to trust me, and I didn't do much to change that.
True. You are not the most endearing of men.
Geralt is
At any rate,
hot.
I see the effort you put forth. And I appreciate it.
Thanks, dude.
Let us go to her grace. She awaits nearby.
Wait, she here?
I hope you did not think I would leave this to you alone, especially when every hour could prove essential.
Careful so you don't fall down.
This prisoner of yours, bring him to me. We must ask him some questions. Captain, do the honors.
Who sent you?
His name is Dog. They say he plowed your mother.
Once again.
Nice comeback and nice backhand.
Your nun's lover. They call it...
Wait. If he doesn't wish to speak, he needn't. I can think of several other ways he
Just use Geralt and his
I'm
signs.
certain the Witcher will need bait to lure the beast of Beauclair.
What?
Usually only take measures like that as a last resort, but in this case, think I can make an exception.
Do as you deem fit. He is all yours.
Captain, have your men find me a strong rope. Kind that won't snap when we hang this fellow from a tree.
Rope?
Live bait. Great for monsters, provided they catch the scent of its blood. But I'll see to that.
And Geralt is playing into the perception people have of witchers as like monsters, mutants.
Strength. Got a long night ahead of you.
No, don't let him! I'll talk!
Barrels. Where were you gonna take them?
I don't know.
Captain, need that rope after all.
I truly don't know. Hornet's the leader, only he ever knew where to go. But he lies over there, dead. That one.
Yeah, the one with the black hair.
First barrel went to a warehouse at the port. But where this one was bound, I don't know. I speak true. You must believe me.
Who hired you?
He'll kill me.
I'll kill you.
Worried about me right now. Who is he?
Go on, man. Spit it out.
The Cintrian. That is what they call him. I've never seen him, but I know he mustered the men for this caper. That's what they said, that we were working for the Cintrian. I don't know anything else. I swear it.
So this led nowhere. As of yet, I mean...
Take him away.
Things might change.
Throw him in the dungeon. He shall await trial there. Captain, we ride to town. Gather your men and seek out the Cintrian. Someone else must have seen him, must know of him.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll report to the palace as soon as I learn anything.
I shan't return to the palace. Our mission has not yet ended. The Witcher and I will await you at the guard post near the port.
I'll join you. We'll meet there.
We shall await your arrival.
I need to get a break from this so I can pause. Ooh. There we go. Made it down in one piece. Okay. Wrong. There we go. What's that? Nothing. Anyways, that is... I think a lot happened here. This was fun. And I'm really curious to see where this goes. Like, who the villain is in this piece, and the reasoning behind the villain. Like, what his or her goals and objectives are. Yeah, really enjoyable this, and I'm really looking forward to more. But that is for a different day. For today, I am done, and I thank you very much for joining me. I hope to see you in the next video, but until then, do take care of yourselves, and peace out.